blah, 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 blah. Okay, we are live for News of the Week. Start us off, Tbad.
Okay, so in Chicago, a man who caught another man in bed with his girlfriend decided to teach him a lesson by setting his balls on fire. How do you like that for revenge?
Wow.
I think that's fine.
How do they... I didn't know they were flammable.
Oh, I didn't know I'd get my
Is that,
I don't know. It doesn't say that.
just pour gas on them, or
They
what?
found the victim rubbing Vaseline on his burns. Yeah, I don't know what he put on there to make them ignite. I don't know. It just says that he was knocked unconscious and
I don't think
pulled out a
testicles
big
would just
lighter, which the police say was set on fire.
burst into flames.
I don't know. Do you want to try it?
Yeah. That's the next video we're gonna.
It was
try
set
that
on
out.
high?
Yeah, like
You can set lighters on high.
yeah, like big layers. Like the flame gets higher or lower depending on what it's set on.
Sure. What is it? I would do that too.
Huh.
Yeah.
Were they black?
Nah, it doesn't say names. So, but I'm assuming though, because they're in Chicago.
It doesn't say names because you can tell my names.
Well, I mean, if it
True.
was like
That's what I was
LeBron,
thinking. I don't know.
you know, something like that. But yeah, interesting way to get back at someone, I guess.
I mean, it's a way that would hurt people.
Right. Don't smash them. Burn them off.
I mean,
Okay.
there's
Anyways.
very few things in the world that I'd want to happen. More than that, I would definitely know what that is.
I can barely hear him, but yeah.
Oh,
Me either. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You need to crank it up.
I need to crank it up.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, you're like whispering.
Whisper. Anyway, in Virginia, there was caught on video of a police officer tasing a man for 42 seconds straight. And the internal investigation is happening because obviously you shouldn't taser someone for 42 seconds straight no matter what. But yeah, there's an actual video of it. It's pretty brutal. Sitting there tasing him over him. I still can't hear him.
How's that possible? I thought they like ran out or something.
I think it's like one of those.
I mean, how much of a charge do they have?
I think it's one of those stick things. Like, like the kind of like a cattle prod thing. Yeah, watch the video and see what happens. There's a lot of screaming.
Like the "Don't Tase Me, Bro" all those years ago.
Yeah. But yeah. Here's one that we all love. So Nick Cage, sex pics stolen from ex-girlfriend's home by handyman. So I guess he had a stash of intimate photos with him and his ex-girlfriend, Christina Fulton. Yeah. And they were stolen by a handyman, whatever that means. I'm assuming it's just like a thief. But yeah, if you want to see some sexy pictures of Nicolas Cage.
Plumber. Why does anyone have sexy pictures of Nicolas Cage? Why does anyone want them? Even if you're dating him, you don't want them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, or you'd see him like shirtless and like his wang there, but then you'd be like, man, you'd see his face, and you'd be like, ah, and you'd be like, you don't say.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's
Or his
kind of weird.
horrible Con Air accent would just completely blow his sexy body away
Yeah, or his Knight Rider
and ruin
or Ghost
everything.
Rider. Ghost Rider would be pretty interesting.
And space ass.
Space, space ass. Yes. Oh, here's a good one. A
No, let's divert for a little bit. Let's talk about how awful Nicolas Cage is.
okay. Let's talk about all
Just for a
Nicolas
second.
Cage's. He's probably top 5 worst actors that are popular. I mean, there's definitely worse actors, but they're like the people that are in
Top
sci-fi movies.
5.
They're like the people that are in sci-fi movies, like most of the ones that are I would consider a lot worse. But I mean, National Treasure story definitely
Really?
carried him. Definitely carried
Sci-fi.
him. Let's see, what else was Nicolas Cage in? Oh, The Rock. That's Sean Connery. Can't go wrong
You
with
don't
Sean
think he
Connery.
had anything to do with National Treasure?
No, nothing. Absolutely not. If they could have starred me in that
He
role,
has the same
and I would
stupid
have
accent
gotten
every single time.
exactly. It's just, and then like Kick-Ass. I mean, he's just
Wow.
annoying, and I wish he would die in that movie, which he did. So I mean, that was a dream come
Well,
true.
he's not even a big part.
Are you kidding me? He's the
Yeah.
dad. That's a big part.
He's not a big
That's
part
not a
of
big
that,
part
though.
at all.
Are you kidding me? He's the mentor of Kick-Ass.
The kid
Mentor.
does everything. He doesn't do
He's
anything.
he's easily the second or third most important person in that movie.
Easily like the 4th, 5th, or 6th most important.
Are you kidding? You've never even seen that movie, have you?
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what movie you're talking about. I was fixing my mic.
Oh, well, anyway, yeah. So yeah, let's just go with that. He's an awful actor.
Yeah, this fucking douchebag over here thinks he can
the,
jump in the
the
conversation.
Wicker Man. Have you ever seen that
No,
movie?
what are the sci-fi ones? What are you saying those are terrible?
No, like the actors in those movies are awful.
Are you kidding me? The
No,
movies
who are
in
these terrible
those actors
sci-fi ones? No, yeah, I know, but which ones?
Like 500 Mile Per Hour Storm,
That's not
Sharknado.
that's an asylum. Those are all asylum videos. Those don't count. Those don't count.
Those
aren't
are
real
on
sci-fi.
Sci-Fi.
No, those are all okay. Those are all
Sci-Fi
low
paid
budget.
for them. It says Sci-Fi
He's
original.
talking about the actors.
Talking about the actors,
The
but
actors in those movies are awful. That's
are
what
you
I'm
kidding?
saying.
The old Star Treks, the new Star Treks.
Those aren't sci-fi movies.
They're considered
Like
sci-fi
sci-fi
genre.
Sigourney Weaver.
Like Sci-Fi Channel. Movies.
Oh, you mean the
So-
sci-fi brand?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like
Okay.
it's what I
Not
meant
the
by
genre.
I thought you were
you
going
meant
by the
genre.
genre.
No,
I'm
I
I
didn't
sorry.
mean.
clarify that
Okay,
to
alright.
the
Alright.
viewers.
I figured you would get me from Sharknado and 500 Mile Per Hour Storm. But I was
I
I
got-
talking.
didn't know those were
Anyway.
sci-fi brands.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Anyway, Sci-Fi Channel movies are
Thank
worse
you.
actors.
Not genre.
Yeah, a little more specific here.
Because
Anyway.
I mean, Star Wars is a
Anyway,
sci-fi.
enough about Nicolas Cage. Just watch Wicker Man if you want to see how bad he is.
He's not
On
a.
to the,
What
on
about
to the,
Con
on,
Air?
on
What
to the
about
next
Con
one.
Air?
On to the
He
next
has that one great line
Are you kidding me? Then
in
that's
that office.
On to the next one. In England, a hotel guest emerged naked from a storage cupboard of a premier inn with a fire extinguisher hose up his butt.
All right. That's right
On
up
purpose?
Lion's Alley. He kind of does that all the
All
time.
right, this is my alley.
Things up his butt.
He
Because I put stuff
started
in my
making a
alley.
scene, saying like the country has been taken over by Al Qaeda. Go back to Pakistan. He then peed again in the lobby, shouting at a group of tourists. I come from Sheffield in England because in an event like this, it's best everyone knows where you come from. So he's obviously crazy or on drugs or drunk or something. But yeah, he just comes out with a hose up his butt.
It's pretty cool.
So he peed in the lobby and he put that in his
Yeah.
butt?
Nice.
So wait,
Before he was stopped.
did he put the thing that sprays his stuff up his butt and then press the button?
I don't think he sprayed it. I think he just had the hose up his butt.
Yeah, like why would he spray?
I don't know why he's got it in his butt in the
Yeah, I
first
don't think
place,
Hey,
let alone why he
you
would
know
spray
what?
it.
You know what? Now
Uh,
they're gonna put. Now there's gonna be a warning label on all fire extinguishers. Don't put up your butt because
Do
he's
not
probably gonna sue about
insert
it
in
because
anus.
it'll make you pee in places you know. Don't put up your butt warning, or it'll make you pee in public and
Of
stuff.
course.
yeah,
They're just gonna have a picture of a butt, and it's gonna have the circle with the line in it, right on there.
yeah,
Perfect.
pretty much.
They
All
should just
fire
have that
extinguishers.
label on everything.
They should.
Do not insert in anus.
I mean, this remote, I kind of want to shove it in my butt. Literally.
Wow. Confessions.
All right, I
Yeah.
really just want to get off of this thing because I don't want
Okay.
to hear these. Because
Here's another one
Wow.
for
That's
the
my
lion
alley.
over there.
My alley.
that's the
Saint
lines, Allie.
So there is a Kiki PC demo allows for virtual sex and robot handjobs. And it's
Uh,
literally this robotic thing. They wrap it around your penis and it just jerks it.
He's aware of that, right? You were talking
yeah,
about
I
that.
actually did hear about this one. It's like
Did
a
you?
it's
This
like a
is up his alley.
fleshlight robot,
Yeah.
and it sits there and it jerks you off. But I guess it goes according to like the virtual reality video you're watching
Yeah.
or something. And
Yeah, the anime or whatever you're watching.
right, and they have no, I think they have real actors and stuff doing it.
Yeah.
Real actors. Wow.
And then the robot it coincides with that.
So when are you gonna get a job to do this? Like to be one of those actors?
I don't know. I mean, it sounds easy, but for some reason, it's only them jerking off, and I don't know if that's just because it's Asians, but realistically, it could be uh, like a girl, on top or whatever, and then you see her bouncing around, and then it's jerking you off at the same time in rhythm, and then it would just be virtual sex.
Look at
So
this breakdown.
I'm not sure why it's just a jerk off. I don't know if it's just because that's what the Asians are into or what, but I feel like they could do so much more.
Yeah, probably.
Wow. I like that. Going really in depth like that.
Dude,
Oh,
this is
so
my alley. Of course, I'm going in depth.
This is actually legitimately up his alley because a couple days ago he asked me about this, or he told me about this, and he said if he could have anything, it would probably be this device. So
Yeah, if any.
wow.
Any
Okay.
device.
anything in the world, it would be that device.
Right. And I was hoping for the Kinect to be something
Yeah,
kind of like that, but then it wasn't. So I was hoping for the camera for Sony. What do they call it? Just the Sony
PlayStation
camera?
camera,
I
eye
yeah,
camera.
PlayStation.
Eye camera, whatever. I mean, I don't have it yet, but hopefully they'll have something integrated with that because they don't give a shit about family and PG at all. As we just played with the Pussy Smasher today.
Yeah, I
Battlefield.
mean that was not.
So
That was not. I was like, wow, they allow anything.
fingers crossed.
All right.
Alright.
Here's a good one. So in LA, a school teacher pleaded guilty to a series of abuses against his students, including, and not limited to, of course, blindfolding them and then feeding them cookies laced with semen.
Ha!
He's an elementary school teacher. So these are like little kids.
I can't even. I'm wait, who gave the kids this? Go on.
The teacher, the 71-year-old teacher, or however
Oh
old he
my
is.
God!
Sounds
Why
like-
isn't he retired?
Sounds like Herbert from Family Guy.
Oh,
Yeah, except
man.
it's kind of gross.
So wait, was it like fresh or was it just dried on the cookie?
I
I mean, like,
let me see.
How do they know that's what it is?
Was it gooey cookies?
Wait a minute, they found semen on a spoon in a trash bin.
Oh, on a spoon.
So I guess he was like cooking semen into the cookies.
How did they know though? How did they know? Did they like test it? Like what? Like how do you not? Frost it?
He probably admitted to it because he says he pleaded guilty.
Do you think it dries up or it stays gooey? Like you take a bite out of it, is it like soft and like oozes? Like melted chocolate, or do you think it's actually like hard when it's cooked?
I don't know. I don't really want to think about that in depth.
If it was mixed into the batter
Yeah,
and then cooked,
yeah.
I would have to say because it was mixed in the batter, it gets really runny, like after it gets in the air and everything. So I would say that it would have no effect. You wouldn't even notice.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I mean, I might have to test out the theory myself.
I mean, you test out that theory and you get back to us on that and post to our huge viewership that we have. They might be really interested in that. So
This could go viral.
It might be.
you should follow
This could
up on
go.
that. It's
Me
all about
sitting
following
there
up.
making it up, and I'd be like, "Bam! Here's a little, cup of it." I'd be like, "Boop!" Right in
Okay,
there.
I'm not watching that video.
Why?
I hope you don't post that on our channel.
Wow.
No,
This could
not
be
that. You just
major
tell us the
hits.
results. You just tell us the result. You don't need to show all that because I don't want us
Dude,
taken off of YouTube.
I wouldn't show the milking process. I'm just saying.
No, not even.
The product being mixed together, I need to prove it. I can't just be like, yeah, it
You can't
happened.
sing it. No way.
Take my word for it, everyone.
I would take your word for it.
Oh, that might go viral because people think it's disgusting. It'll be like the new Two Girls in One Cup kind of
Exactly.
thing. It'll be like semen in Cookie Man.
Right. That could be me.
Oh
That could be.
my God, that's awful.
So.
I want to be the next Rebecca Black.
Oh God.
Okay.
All
Anyway,
right, let's
on
move
to the
on.
next
I am tired of this.
Cute.
So, okay. This one's actually pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. So, a man buys a house next to his ex-wife. And then, of course, like you do, he erected a giant middle finger outside in the backyard, pointing towards her house. It's just this big metal statue of a middle finger flicking her off. So every time she wakes up, she can see this finger flicking her off in his backyard.
Huh. I'd do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that it's going to have to be taken down because, that's how America is. Anything that offends you has to be gone. Kind of thing.
Alright. A fucking finger.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious that this man went out of his way to buy this house just to erect this finger.
Interesting.
Yeah, you think he's got a lot of money? Nice
Yeah,
mustache.
it says rich man, so I'm
Thank
saying.
you.
Fucking racist.
Oh, and then not only that, but you can even see it at night because he put spotlights on it.
Genius.
It's good stuff.
Well, at least he's not trying to burn her new boyfriend's balls.
Yeah, I mean
True.
that would be a worst case scenario, right?
I think this is a better approach.
I would say
Raising a middle finger statue in your yard.
I would say so.
What? Can you
All
put
right.
the porno mustache away?
Wow. You don't like my mustache?
No.
What about a little fuzz on the bottom of the chin there?
Fucking Bob Ross. Paint me a picture, please.
All right. I got one more option. The full piece.
It's because you
No.
can't grow your own.
Hey, I definitely can.
Please.
Show
Show our viewers that you can grow one.
It is shaved November right now. I can't.
Shave November? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nothing I can do.
All right. Anyway, in Houston, I guess he was running for a public office. A white anti-gay Republican defeated his African American rival in a heavily African American district. Keep that in mind. But none were more stunned than the voters themselves, who believed they were voting for a young man, white or black man. So he literally made these people believe that he was black.
How?
Let's see.
How do you?
He sent out campaign materials with photos of smiling African American faces, which he randomly found online. and then in the words underneath it, please vote for our friend and neighbor Dave Wilson. Endorsed by Ron Wilson, which KHOU points out could be misconstrued by the voters. It's Ron Wilson was also a African American state representative, but it was actually like his relative. But because they put endorsed by Ron Wilson, a lot of the black community thought it was him. So they were like, "Oh, this guy's black. Yeah, we're gonna
Look how
vote for this guy."
racist they are, voting for people because of their color.
Yeah.
True.
Bad stuff, man.
That's ridiculous.
The other guy that lost, he wants a recount because he feels that they wouldn't vote for him because he's white. But
True.
it's pretty funny. I mean, that's actually pretty smart, but it's yeah, pretty good stuff.
Well, I mean, when people are only voting because of the color of your skin, I mean, you're playing dirty because they're playing dirty. I mean, if you can't just be a really good guy and win, you gotta do what you gotta do.
True.
And tell them to quit complaining and start voting for integrity. Because
Nice.
every single
Vote for the
politician
right
has
person.
integrity.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, last one, and then we can go back to talking to Nicolas Cage if you want.
Oh my gosh.
I want to hear it.
All right, so in '93, this man Ronald Phillips raped and killed his girlfriend's 3-year-old daughter.
Okay.
On Thursday, he was scheduled to be executed until his execution was delayed, so the governor could come to the decision whether Phillips' request for his organs to be donated should be fulfilled. So you can't harvest organs if you give someone a lethal injection.
Seems legit.
So this guy's trying to get out of being killed by saying I want to donate my organs, and they're actually taking time. They canceled the execution and said we'll think about this.
Smart play on him.
Do you think this is gonna work? Because I mean, if it does, it's pretty ingenious.
What state is this?
Ohio.
Ohio's like a swing state, so they're not really liberal, or I mean Democrat. They're not really Republican, so they're not liberal or conservative. I guess it would depend on the county or stuff like that. I guess that would go probably to state court if it makes it that far.
Well, why is he up for death row?
No, he killed that daughter.
Yeah, he killed his girlfriend's daughter and raped her.
They gave him death row for that, huh?
A little double whammy: the rape and the kill and the child.
Wow. That seems heavy. But, yeah. Why would he want to get out of it? Like, being killed?
He doesn't want to die.
Yeah, wouldn't he just have life in prison then?
Yeah, I think he'd rather have that than die.
Yeah,
Wow.
some people would rather live because people value their life, you know. Some
In
people,
a cell block?
He wants to get raped in a cell block. I don't know.
hey, some people like prison.
Yeah, maybe there's fire extinguishers he can use there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. If he enjoys prison, sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he thinks he'll escape one day. Maybe watch Prison Break.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he thinks that's gonna happen.
It could. You never know. You can meet someone like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, happens all the time.
Done.
Anyway,
Back
Nicolas
to Nicolas
Cage,
Cage.
worst actor of all time, really.
No. I said top 5 worst.
Top 5. Who
So
are
who's
you
the worst?
competing with?
I'm talking about like ones that are famous. You know, like
Okay,
their names are big.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Keanu Reeves.
Keanu
He's
Reeves.
He's pretty bad.
Kevin Costner.
And Kevin Costner's pretty good. I really don't like what's his name? Oh god, I can't think of his name.
Name a movie.
Ice Cube. There. Got it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He might be number 1.
Oh, he might be number 1. Okay.
Oh. William Shatner.
Whoa.
Just kidding.
Wow, are you kidding me?
I'm just
The
kidding.
greatest actor of all time.
Wow.
Let's see, who else is pretty bad? Ryan Reynolds. I hate him.
No,
Wow.
you're saying top 5 worst actors? Are
To
you
me.
kidding me?
I hate him. I can't say
There's
anything.
so
about
many other people you could pick.
You didn't pick the Harry Potter kid?
I mean, not even
Whoa.
like personality.
He played a great Harry Potter. Are you kidding me?
He just looked like him.
That's enough to play a great
That's how
Harry
he
Potter.
started it because that's how he looked. There is no real Harry Potter. He doesn't look like that guy on the cover. Seriously,
What?
Ryan Reynolds.
He's awful. Hate him. Just
Okay,
hate him.
even if you don't
Oh,
like him,
oh, John Cusack. Done.
Ryan Reynolds, you couldn't think of someone else who is just god awful that would beat
All
him?
right, fine. All right, fine.
Because I'm just
Uh,
saying, like, you may
all right,
not
fine.
like him,
Shh,
but I'm
shh.
saying
Fine. I'll pick
poor
someone
acting
else. I'll
skills.
pick someone else. What's that kid's name? Or what's that guy's name? It was in Donnie Darko.
Macaulay Culkin.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Done.
Really? You think Jake
No,
Gyllenhaal is a
no,
terrible actor?
he's pretty bad, but I
Are,
wouldn't say that bad.
are we just
Ah,
talking about terrible actors or like people that you just don't like that are actors?
terrible actor. Jake Gyllenhaal doesn't play another role other than the one that he plays in all his movies.
Prince
Hey,
of Persia?
It's the same role as
hey, you can't knock that. You can't knock
what's that
that.
movie he's in
Mel
with Robert
Gibson.
Downey
Versus
Jr.
Mel Gibson plays the same role in every movie.
The Day
Yeah,
After
Mel Gibson's not a good
Tomorrow?
actor either.
Are you kidding me?
He's
Have
an
you seen-
awful actor. What has he
Mel
been in
Gibson is
lately?
fantastic. Are you kidding me?
Lately, he's
The
gotten old.
Raid.
He's so bad.
The
He's
Patriot?
so good.
Oh,
He's so bad. He plays the same
Freedom.
character. He
there's
plays
nothing
the same
wrong.
character.
Yeah, but he
So
does that
good.
character really well. That doesn't matter.
Literally, the plot line of every Mel Gibson movie. He's staying out of it. Someone he loves or cares about dies. He goes into a rampage, kills everyone.
And you know what?
End of
Not
movie.
true.
Who does it better than
Same
him?
Not-
movie.
Not
Every time. He's such a bad actor.
Nope. There is a Mel Gibson
Hold on.
plays in a Vietnam movie, hold on, where no one dies and he's a completely different character. We Were Soldiers. There you go.
You know what other movie Mel Gibson plays in? Let me find it really quick. Something about a puppet.
There's nothing wrong with that movie.
Are you kidding me? Have you ever seen it? I don't remember what it's called.
I thought he was pretty good in We Were Soldiers.
Oh, The Beaver.
So
Worst movie ever.
you think Jason Statham's a top 5 actor, although he plays the same role.
I wouldn't say top 5.
Look
No.
at this guy.
So, Jake
Wait,
Gyllenhaal.
what? Why would I say Jason Statham's a top 5 actor?
I
I
think
don't
you
think
just
he's
did.
the worst. I don't think he's the worst actor.
Wow, but he plays the same role.
Yeah,
But Mel Gibson does it better than him.
but have you seen Mel Gibson's last 4 movies? They've been awful.
Mel Gibson's like old.
Just because he's old doesn't mean he shouldn't do good movies. Look at Jack Nicholson. He's old.
Yeah,
He does
but
great movies. Oh, but he's different because he's Jack Nicholson.
I don't know what's
Jack
Jack Nicholson been in lately.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be in a lot because he's got his name out there. But
No,
the last
because
movie
he's
he was
old.
in- the last movie he was in was How Do You Know?
Okay.
Yeah. And he
how
doesn't
did
play
that?
the grandpa well. Exactly. So he doesn't fit his role of being old.
Are you kidding me? Have
So-
you ever seen The Bucket List? That was a great movie.
That's an
It's a terrible
awful movie.
Oh, that's so
Great
bad.
movie.
The bucket list.
Or The Departed. That was a great movie too.
I've never
Dude.
seen The Departed.
The bucket list. That was the argument. What?
That was such a good movie. Are
You're
you kidding me?
The
Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson's last movie. Let's look at it. Other than The
Bucket
Expendables 3.
List.
Machete Kills.
That is just a
Machete.
fun movie.
Okay, before that, Get the Gringo.
The bucket
He's just
list.
having fun. He's not
The
trying to make
Beaver.
real movies.
Edge of Darkness.
There's nothing wrong.
He hasn't been in a good movie or a high-end movie since Signs.
He's gonna.
That
be,
was in
Was a
2002.
Great movie.
What movie of these have been good other
Science
than
was so
Signs?
good. Okay,
I'm sorry.
he's past his prime. That's
If
fine.
he's a great actor,
he's
he
a
should
great
be
actor.
doing good still.
Everybody
No. That's
has
all
their
I'm saying.
prime.
Are you kidding me? When was Jack
Everybody.
Nicholson's prime?
A while ago.
Yeah.
No. Are you kidding me? He's great in everything he does.
In the bucket list. That's the most boring, awful movie I've ever
That
seen.
is a great movie. The Departed, great movie. Let's see, As Good as It Gets, great movie. Let's see, A
As Good as It
Few
Gets
Good
was in
Men,
the 90s.
great movie.
That was
Batman.
15 years
Oh,
ago.
movie.
Good Men. How big of a role does he have in A Few Good Men? And that was a long time ago.
What are you talking about? That was in the 90s.
That's 20 years ago.
That's a
Okay,
long time.
the Departed was 2006. Few
That's-
Good Men was 92.
That's 7
Batman
years
was
ago.
90, 89.
23 years ago. That's so.
But his are you kidding me? His prime is 40 years. That's what I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
been good in everything he's done his entire career.
No.
Up until now, he's been good. What are you
All right,
talking
see,
about?
he's flattening out.
No, he's not. He was just in The
You
Departed
just
like
said up
7 years
until
ago.
now.
Only 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Mel
He's having
Gibson's
a
last
bad
movie was
stretch.
longer than that.
Two
What are
I'm
you
not
talking
saying
about?
like they're on the same timeline. Mel Gibson has gone down, of
Mel
course,
Gibson
but he
had like
had his
4 or
prime.
5 good movies in a row, and Jack Nicholson has had good movies throughout his entire career. That's the difference between a good actor and not a good actor. If you look at Mel Gibson's career, he had great movies in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. That is a great actor. Mel
I
Gibson
know.
had great movies in like the 90s, early 2000s.
Exactly.
Let's see.
And those were the
Lethal
best
Weapon.
movies.
Lethal Weapon. That was his first good movie.
Amazing.
I mean, if you want to count Mad Max, but that wasn't a really good movie. Lethal Weapon was 87. I'm not going to count the other Lethal Weapons because they were bad. Braveheart, 90.
Fantastic.
Braveheart was 95.
That's like top 10
The
movies.
Patriot, 2000. Signs, 2002. That is
Exactly.
not a very wide range of good movies.
That's a great. That's
Dude,
Compared to Jack Nicholson,
We Were
who had it
Soldiers
from the
is a great
60s.
movie.
That was before Signs. That was 2002.
I'm just saying you didn't count that one.
I'm saying the range of movies he had was from, what did I say Lethal Weapon was in? 90?
Hey, wait a minute. What
87.
about
87.
Lethal Weapon
87 to 2002. Jack Nicholson's first good movie was in 60 to
15
2006.
years. That's a good
Are you
stretch.
kidding? 60 to 2006
What
is not a
about
good
the
stretch?
river? What about the river?
Okay, what does Jack Nicholson have from the 60s that is so good?
Let's see.
Chinatown.
That was a great movie. That was one of the best movies of all time by a lot of
Wow.
people.
Best
Let's
movies
see.
of all time, Chinatown.
60s.
Okay.
60s. Let's see. Easy Rider. Great movie.
Never heard of it.
Easy Rider, never heard of it.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, have you actually seen it?
Yeah, it's a great movie. And then in
Okay.
70, he had Chinatown.
Alright.
The Shining in 80.
See The Shining, I just don't understand The Shining. I don't think
Batman
it's a
and
very
a
good
Few
movie.
Good Men in 89, 92. These aren't even like everything that's good. And then The Departed in 2006. That is a long career.
Those movies are so spread out, though.
I mean, I didn't read all the good ones. I just read like the ones in years. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was 75. I said The Shining. The Terms of Endearment was 83. A lot of people like that movie.
Whoa. Mel Gibson was also in Maverick in '94.
That was an awful movie.
That's not a bad movie.
That is an awful movie.
That is.
Don't even bring that up. That is an awful movie.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
It has just as good a rating as the one movie you brought up on Jack Nicholson.
What is it? What movie?
I forgot which one it has. The one you
How do you know
mentioned
it
is
has
a
this
7.0.
good movie? What the hell are you talking about?
In Maverick is a 6.9. So if you
The
want to go,
Bucket List is a 7.3, mister. The Bucket List is the worst movie ever.
Yeah,
So that movie's even worse than The Bucket List.
Bucket List is a bad movie. Old people like that movie.
Yeah.
But
Bucket List is
6.9 is not.
Bucket List is
Whoa,
pretty.
was it Mel Gibson in Hamlet too?
What?
Hamlet. He's in the movie Hamlet.
I don't
It was an
know.
awful movie. It
I
was
don't know.
literally a play.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a movie.
It is a movie, and it was a 6.7. So you keep naming off these movies that are worse ratings than The Bucket List, which you said was an awful movie.
Okay,
Hey.
so let's get away from Mel Gibson. What about
let's
Jake
get away.
Gyllenhaal? Jake
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal? You say every movie is the same?
Yeah, he's pretty
What
bad.
are you talking about?
Donnie
he has-
Darko.
he
Other
has-
than Donnie Darko. Take Donnie Darko out of there.
Jarhead?
The Day After Tomorrow is the same. He's the same character as in Zodiac,
What about
which he's the same character in End of Watch as he's in Jarhead.
Wasn't he in
Source
Brokeback
Code is the
Mountain?
same thing as The Day After Tomorrow.
Brothers?
The Four Brothers or whatever. I've never seen that movie.
No.
What about
just
Enemy?
Brothers.
I've never seen that movie.
Prisoners.
Brothers with Tobey Maguire.
Wow,
Oh, that movie? I don't know.
the
I've never seen
Prisoners
that
movie has an 8.1.
I've never seen that movie.
Prince of Persia? Completely different.
That was an awful movie.
I'm just saying, it's a completely different
Dude,
role.
he was in Bubble Boy. You can't get more original than that.
Bubble Boy.
That was an awful movie.
Are you kidding me? That was, I gotta agree with you.
I'm not a big fan of Jake Gyllenhaal, but to put him in the top 5, I can't do it.
He plays a
Just can't do it.
pretty bad role and everything.
If you
Just
want to
saying.
like throw out people who play the same exact characters in every movie, why
Alright,
don't we
guys.
get Keanu Reeves out there?
We should wrap this up.
I
We
did
should
say
wrap
Keanu
this
Reeves.
up. Been going on for a while.
Exactly.
Alright, fine. I'll take Jake Gyllenhaal out of there and add Vin Diesel. Is that better? Do you like that better?
See, you could have sent Vin Diesel. That's what I'm saying. Like,
There, I'll say Vin
there's
Diesel.
so much
There.
worse.
He's the same actor in every movie. Is that better?
That's true. He is god
Okay,
awful.
there. Now we can stop arguing about Jake Gyllenhaal. But anyway, Mel Gibson is an awful actor.
So let's wrap this
Wow.
up. Let's wrap this
Awful.
up. I think we should wrap it up.
All right, fine. We'll wrap it up. Guess we'll have to talk more on Nicolas Cage later.
Nicolas Cage next week on News of the
Yeah.
Week. Hope you guys enjoyed our.
I think we should do another one before that.
All right,
Maybe tomorrow.
maybe tomorrow we'll do
Yeah.
something else for you guys. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, have a good week. Maybe see you tomorrow with the News of the Week. So have a good one.